Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. If you're enjoying the series, be sure to leave a like on the video. In the last episode, we met this guy, Ruric Fennel. Apparently he's been having some shady dealings with the Black Wolds. We're ready to confront him, just in case I'm on my horse. In case he tries to stab me, I can just ride away real quick.
Oh dear.
Yes, my name is Ruric. Yes, I'm a locksmith. What's this about? One of my strong boxes, recovered from a brigand, and a letter? I see. I had hoped that I saw the last of the Black Wolds. You must understand I did not willingly help them. My business is keeping things locked away, so I do not often ask questions of my customers. I filled an order for 20 strong boxes, and upon completion was visited by the Black Wolds. One, a tough fellow, took my master key and threatened my life if I talked. One of the others with him called him Applewood. Please, tell the constables that any aid was unwilling, and I only stayed silent because I feared for my life. Okay, I think I believe him. Sounds pretty reasonable. So let's kind of talk to some people here.
How can I be of service?
While this doesn't help us get this box open and the valuables returned, it does speak well of Ruric. I feel badly that he has felt as though we could not protect him. And with what happened to Archet, I understand his hesitation. Let me think for a moment on the name he gave us. Scouts are coming and going at all the times. One may have mentioned seeing this Applewood.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Ah, yes, I remember. A scout returned a few hours ago and mentioned that there was an Applewood giving orders to the recruits. He then headed towards the Blackwold's main encampment in the ruins in the northmost part of the Chetwood. If Applewood has the key, then we should set about getting it from him to aid those who have suffered so greatly at the Blackwold's hands. Be careful, Kippen. Reports from near those ruins tell of a great sense of dread and dismay. You will need to be cautious if you are to attempt to find Applewood and obtain the key. When you find the key, return to me, and we shall see what good news we shall bring to the people of Archet and Combe. Alright. So we can get the master key. However, let me actually go north to Archet. If you remember, that's where the prologue was, so let's kind of go back up there and see how our friends are doing. Captain John Brockenbrook should be up there as well. It'll be nice to see him again. Let's get the north gate. I'm just kind of right around here. Let me check out the farm, make sure there are no quests here, and then I'll go up into the town and see how everyone's doing. Because I think the epic prologue for the humans start up there. Man, those piggies are mean, man. They're aggressive. Hopefully these guys have been rebuilding their town pretty well. That is an athletic bear if I've ever seen one. He just jumped that fence. Probably mauled that guy to death too, man. That's what it looks like. So let's see what's going on. The town definitely does look a little burned. That's not good. In fact, that is quite sad. We have some fellow players here at level 40. Okay, and Constable Thistlewood. Disease among the boars.
Would you do something for me?
Ah, a fine day to you. It's good to see the backs of the Black Wolds broken and peace settling over Archet once more. Now we can concern ourselves with less dire problems. Actually, you might be able to help with one of those problems, if you are interested. There seems to be an illness spreading among the local boars, and a terrible affliction it must be, for the beasts are more hostile than normal. We really must put an end to this illness, and the only way is to slay those afflicted. Would you do this? Sure. Of course I will do that. And none other than Atli Spiderbane.
Will you help me?
Don't worry about me, Kippen. It's just a minor wound I got in the fighting. Now that the Brackenbrooks, father and son, have driven the Black Wolds away from Archet, perhaps these folk can get to living their lives as they once did. Word has reached me, though, that there's a new threat to be dealt with. A nearby farm has been overrun with spiders, and the folk there have retreated to Archet. My injury prevents me from dealing with the pests, but you have proven yourself a capable warrior and should have no trouble. Look for the farmer here in Archet. You may know him already. His name is Cal Springley. So I definitely do remember Cal Springley from some of the earlier episodes.
Greetings.
There we were, ready to stand our ground against them black old villains, when these monstrous spiders came pouring up from the cellar in the middle of the night. It seems hardly fair. Still, if the spider bane sent you, it could be you'll be able to help us out. Our farm is due south of Brown's Folly. If you can recover my seed bag from the pens and my strong box from the storage shed, we could make a new start of it. Oh, and my father's bow as well. Poor Henry was trying to kill some of the spiders with it. He was a good hand, but the spiders made quick work of the lad. Hurry back, if you can. Though with all the spiders around the farm, I don't see how you will. This guy is very negative. Just a mean guy. That's what he sounds like to me. And I thought for sure the prologue started over here, but I guess not. So I guess let me make my way south. There we go. Maybe this guy. There we go. John Brackenbrook.
Stay a moment.
There we go. Prologue, burying the dead. As we prepared for the Blackwold assault and stood at the defense of Archet, many of the good folk of this town perished, both within the gates and beyond. The battle was great, but in the end we defeated the brigands' onslaught. Some of the good men who were lost still remain unburied, but the people of this town have their hands full with their own great losses. It would be to our shame if those unburied bodies were dishonored by wild beasts. I would ask this one last favor of you. Seek out these poor men and grant them honor in death. Dirk Mudbrick fell at a sheep farm southwest of Archet. Nate Whisperwood died defending the Hunter's Lodge. And Cal Springley's farmhand, Will Wheatley. Will Wheatley, really? Perished in a battle just to the west of Brown's Folly. So that's the poor little farmhand that died that Cal was telling us about. Okay, so let's begin doing some of the quests here. So we can kill some pigs. We can also recover some items from the farm. And we have to bury some poor fallen soldiers. Again, the enemies aren't too bad at my level. Let me check my map. Okay, there seems to be one right here in the sheep farm. I guess it's that body that I passed up earlier that I assumed a bear mauled. That wasn't the case. So let me bury poor Dirk Mudbrick. Right. Continue along. There's actually a couple piggies down there. Let me kill them. Right. And I guess the next body is going to be all the way down here. This guy really want to pick a fight with me? What a fool. Okay, these are all bears, but there is one piglet right there. Oh, that was all of them already. Okay. So, let's go. Let's continue along. Looks like the next body is right here. And it is Will Wheatley. Reminds me of Will Wheaton. Wow, that is a grim-looking corpse. Holy cow, dude. Look at that dude's face. He's practically mummified by now. Look at that. Poor Will Wheatley. How long have you been baking out here? Oh my god. So this is Springley's farmhand. Was slain. Ugh. Alright. And now we just have to go to the farm, bury the last body, and also collect some of the lost goodies over there from Cal Springley. ton of spiders here. They seem to be non-hostile though, which is cool. So here's this strong box. And there is this poor little farmhand. Again, look how grisly that body is. I'd never noticed that playing this game. Look at that, it's ridiculous. Poor guy. So I got the bow from him. But don't I need to bury him as well? I guess not. I guess this guy is not worthy of a funeral. Alright, excellent. So he's just gonna stay out there and rot. Looks like it's another body we need to bury around here. Let me check the map. Where's this last body? Nate Whisperwood. Let me see where he is. Nate Whisperwood can be found near the Hunter's Lodge. Okay, so he's all the way to the north. He's gonna be like right there. Okay. So we'll go north. Nice. It's nice to see so many new players in the lower regions of the game. It's always encouraging. You guys who play this game should definitely encourage some of your gamer friends, or maybe even non-gamer friends, to pick up this game. It's so underrated. It's so good, though. God, I love it. Even if they just killed the game right now and never did anything else with it, it's still an awesome game. Just all the content for it that's already out here, and getting to play through all of it, just in itself is awesome. And the prospect of future updates is even more exciting, but completely unnecessary. Use my forced march here so I swim a little faster. Again, if you mash the space bar as you're going across, it kind of makes you swim a little bit faster. Alright, we have the final body here. Nate Whisperwood, rest in peace, good sir. Okay. Let me go turn in all these quests. Got some deeds here. Alright. Once again, I always leave the deeds as the last video for the season. So in the last episode of this season, I will definitely be showing you how to get all the deeds here in Bree-land, as well as actually doing them myself. This is a shortcut, right? Yeah, I can get back to town this way. I like the music in Archet. So peaceful. Alright, Cal Springley, I got your stuff.
What can I do for you?
This is everything we asked for. Alright, my sea bag, strongbox, and my father's trusty bow. I can't thank you enough, Kippen, and I must beg your pardon for treating you so poorly earlier. Had I known what was to become of my farm, I would have heeded your advice and retreated to Archet at once, saving ourselves a great deal of trouble and poor Henry's life. Still, I'm glad that we can make a new start. Tell the Spider Bane that he has my thanks as well for sending you our way.
Stay a moment.
Them spiders have ate my work hands and driven me and Holly out of our home. There's got to be some way to get them off our land. I think that Atlee Spiderbane might know more about spiders than I do. Perhaps you should go speak with him again. We can't return home until those awful things are gone.
What do you need?
Good, you have returned. It seems there is much more going on here than I first thought. While you were away, my cousin Bali arrived, and I sent him in search to search some of the caves in the ruins outside of the east wall of Archet. A few of the hunters had dropped a huge stone in front of the cave, and I wanted him to ensure the stone remained. He has not yet returned, and I am worried. Now, from what you told me of Springley's troubles, the spiders came up through the cellar in his shed. Perhaps seeing the cave blocked off, they tunneled up through there. We won't know for certain though until we find Bali. Hopefully he'll have some answers. Okay, so we have to go look for Bali. I didn't mean to get off my horse. I don't know why I pushed that button for.
What can I do for you?
Ah, you've taken care of the poor, blighted creatures. Every boar that has caught the foul plague will, in the end, have to be destroyed. But the few you've dealt with will slow the spread of the plague. Thank you. I'll just take whatever.
Greetings.
Good, it is done. Those men died bravely and deserved a proper burial. Once more, Archet is in your debt. Now, before you leave, there is something I must tell you. A queer man came through Archet while you were away, and I believe he was looking for you.
What can I do for you?
The man who came through the village, he reminded me of Strider. In his behavior, said that he was looking for the hero of Archet. I can only assume that he spoke of you. Of course he did, I'm a total hero right now. He said the matter was most urgent, and that if I saw you, I was to direct you to the Comb and Wattle Inn, where he will be waiting for you. The Comb and Wattle is at the center of the combe, to the south. He seemed most grim to me. I would travel to Combe immediately, and speak with the innkeeper Elizabeth Honeymead. She should know where to find this man. Okay? I'll definitely make my way down there, but first I do want to continue questing here in Archet.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
Working with wood has always been my trade, so I thought to put my hands to rebuilding Archet. I had loaded up my tools and set out when suddenly this mad boar came up out of nowhere and overturned my cart. It was all my son Borin and I could do to make it here to Archet, and we had to leave the tools in the wreckage of the cart. If you head south to the gate that leads to Combe, you might be able to recover my toolbox. I'd really appreciate it, and the folk of Archet are sure to be better for it as well. The sooner I can get started, the sooner this town will be back to the way it was. Watch out for that boar though. You might be able to get my toolbox without attracting his attention, but you need more luck than I have to manage it. Okay. So let's go search for Bali up here to the north. Ton of spiders here for sure, so it definitely is concerning. Hope poor Bali's okay. Don't see him. And is that him right there? No, that's a dead hunter. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, I like way past him. Maybe I just didn't see him. Oh, there he is. He's right outside this cave here. You search Bali's corpse and find a journal with several pages missing. The journal text reads... Give me a second, let me kill this stupid ambusher. I would not believe it, but the spiders have pushed the cave mouth clear. I have entered the cave and the spiders reacted to me instantly, as if drawn to me. I am unsure why. I spent my day carefully searching near the entrance and only found several corpses bound into cocoons. These spiders seem to wrap everything up in their cocoons. I will write more tomorrow when I go further into the cave. Perhaps it would be best to enter the cave and see if you can find the rest of the journal pages before returning to Atli. So let's do just that. Let's go in this cave. Right. So there are definitely some cocoons here. I'm going to start opening them up. And let me use my forced march here so I can run a little bit faster. Let me actually switch to melee stance, because this is going to be some close combat quarters here. No, that's the way out. Right, let me kill the spider. Right. Need 5 of these. Where am I gonna find 5 cocoons? I think I'm just gonna make a run for it. Game is a little bit laggy. Need to use my gambit, man. I keep forgetting. So used to playing my burglar still. Right. Let me keep going deeper into the caves here. Took a wrong turn. Look at those poor guys, man. They got stuck up in there. One looks pretty fresh. This one's been here for a while. Alright, nothing in this little corner. Let me kill these guys, though. Okay, so let me go down this little tunnel. There does appear to be a cocoon here. And this just kind of looped back around to this main area. Alright. See what's going on up here. Nothing. Do need to find a cocoon. Guess let me go this way. Broke my legs. Excellent. How many am I missing? One. I need to find one cocoon. Again, if you use your delete key, it automatically targets the item that you can use that's closest to you, given that you're in a close enough range, I guess. So there we go, there's the last cocoon. Can I actually read these journal pages? 3, 4, 1, 5. Okay. And take a look at this then, page 1. I have gone further into the cave today. There seems to be no end to the twists and turns or the spiders in this area. I have done my best not to get lost, but I fear I may have already been there. I still have no idea why these spiders are here. There are several larger queen-like spiders here, but I do not think they are steering this brood. I will look more tomorrow. For now, I have found a rock to sleep behind. I hope these spiders don't like the taste of dwarf. Okay, so that was page 1. Let me move it down here. That's page 4, page 3, page 2. Let's read that one. My third day in this spider-infested hole has come and gone, and I got no further today. I think I may have gone around in several circles since I found the rock I slept behind 3 times today. I'm not sure if this place has an end, but I found an interesting looking cellar of some small supply shed. I peeked outside and found an overrun farm. That did not seem to be my answer either. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. I think I will spend my night in the cellar. It may be a little safer. So it looks like that maybe the spiders have dug all the way to Cal Springley's farm in his cellar. Let me see if I can actually get to the cellar so I can almost kind of follow the dwarf in his path as he explored the cave. Right. And yeah, looks like here is the entrance to the cellar. Interesting. So let me use some of my other gambits. So I can do some of my class-specific deeds to actually do a bunch of these. Even though they do a little bit less damage. Okay, so we're in the cellar. Let's look for page 3. Okay. I went back into the caves, but had little more luck than before. I know I am missing a turn someplace that will lead me closer to the queen's nest, and hopefully an answer to the spider's presence here. I suspect these are no ordinary spiders, for as I even now prepare to sleep, I deem I can hear whispered voices. Alright, let me kind of explore here a little bit more before I read the next page. Seems to be a central clearing here, and there appears to be a badass all the way back there. Let me see what this little spider is all about. Yornath. Okay. Interesting. Seems to be a queen spider over here. Excellent. And I have a quest item. This brood queen is far more fearsome than any spider you have come across before and seems to be manipulating many of the events around Archet. The dwarf Atli is known as the Spiderbane. He would likely want some proof of this creature's demise. Okay, I'll definitely accept that. And what was that? Was that I guess her head. Cool. Alright, so... I guess let me read the next page of the journal, page 4. It is my 5th day within these dismal tunnels, and I am no closer to finding the queen. I have no doubts, however, as to the intelligence of these creatures. They hunt me now, day and night, though I elude them still. It is strange, but I believe I heard one of the beasts mention Spiderbane. What? That's kind of odd. And let me finally read the last page here. There is no doubt now, these spiders and their queen are here for Atli Spiderbane. They seek to use me as bait for Atli, but I will not give them that leverage. My axe will drink of their blood, ere this right is through. I will not. I don't know, that didn't make much sense. But it seems the spiders are actually hunting Atli Spiderbane. Which is kind of terrifying, actually. So how do I get to the cellar? That is the question. Because I was in the cellar, but how do I come out onto the farm? That's what I would like to know. I guess let me try down here. It's the only place I haven't explored. And there we go. There looks like to be some sort of passageway up here. Yep, trapdoor. Let's get out of here. Okay, we are up on the farm. Excellent. And we're near the south gate here, so we can collect that toolbox from the vicious boar. Okay, let me see if I can find him. There he is. The mad Bristol hide. I'm gonna kill him. You mad pig. Let's get the toolbox. Okay, and then let me go turn in some quests. I know we kind of got sidetracked from some of those comb quests. I really should have started off the season over here at Archet. I forgot about this little region for a second. But we'll get back to where we were eventually, no worries. Let me just head back into town and turn in these quests. I always wanted to play a lore master, but I never got around to it. I don't know, I'm happy with the Warden though. I think it's a great class for this playthrough. It's gonna allow me to solo a bunch of content. It's also been a lot of fun.
Will you give me a moment of your time?
I look at you,
friend?
Kippen, and I see a blank canvas, an uncarved block of wood, an untempered blade, an unread book, any number of things that have the potential for greatness, but there are still waiting for that potential to be realized. I look around at my home and I see wreckage, a memory of the comfort that this town once had. It can have that peace and comfort again, Kippen, if those like you will rise to the challenge. Skilled hands must be kept busy if they are to improve in their craft. New quest, okay, so I need to craft something? Roderick Carver is in the craft hall and comb. I might do that quest, I don't know though. I might just put off the crafting quest until later, like I keep mentioning.
Hello there.
You have my thanks, Kippen. Now Boren and I can get to work rebuilding this town. Take these coins for your trouble. Now let's talk to Atli Spiderbane here. I'm kind of curious to see where this spider quest is going.
Well met.
I cannot believe it. Bali, gone. He must be avenged, and this journal tells me what is behind this. A spider queen from the Blue Mountains. She and her brood must have followed me from Thorin's Hall. Know this. Even if I am slain, she will never leave this place. She has found easy prey here. We must destroy her, or Archet shall become a new abode for the queen and her spawn. Already ahead of you, buddy. Already have her head right here.
Greetings.
The Spider Queen. Ironath by name, and her ways are known to me. You have done the people of this town many great services, this one not the least of all. Were she allowed to endure, it is likely that all the peoples of Bree-land might have suffered her spawn. Take a quick perusal of these items. I have. You may have earned your pick of them. You have earned your pick of them. Okay. Really need to get a bigger monitor, man. My font is like tiny. It makes it hard to read for this game. I guess you can also increase the font and the size of the windows for the game, but I don't really want to do that.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
Supplies here in Archet are limited and will certainly not suffice to repair the damage wrought upon the village. Now that I have my tools, I will be able to begin shoring the fences and repairing the buildings where I can. Archet will need more lumber if it is to recover completely from this attack. If you find yourself in Combe, to the south, seek out Taylor Green and let him know that I will need another order of wood from the lumber yard. If you've not been there before, listen well. The Combe lumber yard can be found by following the road south, pass through the gate toward Combe, and follow the road east up the hill. It will bend softly to the northeast toward the Chetwood. There, in the soft dip before the North Chetwood, you should find Taylor Green. Okay. Excellent. So I think we're ready to get out of Archet for now, which is good. Ready to go back into Combe. So I think this is an excellent stopping point for this episode. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It really makes me happy when I know some of you guys are enjoying the series, so be sure to leave a like on it. And I will catch you guys in Combe for the next episode. See you there.
Easy.